Welcome back to Roosevelt Live. This segment of the show, we're going to talk about something that's been going around for a little while here. It's just starting to kind of raise its head around the Tampa Bay area more. I just recently heard of it several months ago, and I didn't really think much of it until the article came out, and I realized that it was a bigger problem than what I first saw. It's a thing. Well, you can call it a legal high, as they call it, because it's these incense type of herb that you can buy pretty much anywhere. You can buy it at the smoke shops. You can buy it at the gas stations. You can pretty much get it anywhere. And it comes in little clear packages. Some of them come in little circular containers, see-through containers. And people have been talking about them recently, and they've been mixing them in their hookah pipes and smoking them. And one was like they got different names. Some of them are called K2 Spice. Some is Red Magic. Some is Blueberry. Mediterranean, I think Black Mamba, all those different spices. But what I noticed when someone handed to me and said, hey, we was smoking this in the hookah pipes, and I'm looking at it, and they say, oh, it's pretty good. And I looked at it, and I said, first thing I read on it says not for human consumption. And I said, well, that's the end of that, because I'm not personally going to smoke anything. I'm not a smoker anyway, but I'm definitely not going to smoke something that says not for human consumption. So I found that to be a turn off right off the bat. But apparently there are people that are smoking this product, and right now it is legal. And pretty much what's happening is that a lot of young teenagers are smoking this stuff, and a lot of people has found out that it's undetectable in urinalysis testing. So now people that's getting tested for maybe on probation, whatever, if they're smoking this stuff, which gives them a high, they say it's 100 times more potent than the what was it, the stuff that's found, the THC the THC that's found in marijuana. The hallucinogenic, when the marijuana, they say it's from what I'm reading, it's 100 times more potent than that. So we definitely shouldn't be smoking this stuff that we haven't read enough about. And people, they say in 2009, actually, around about June area 2009, I think they said like maybe 6 people were called into poison control for, I guess, smoking too much of this stuff. And now in 2010. And we're only 10 months in, they've had over 1,500 phone calls. So it obviously is a problem, because how much should you be smoking? How much is too much? How much is not enough? I mean, the guy that created it, or it was an organic chemist out of the University of Clemson. I think his name is John W. I think Hoffman, and the thing is called actually JWH-018. And named after him, of course. And right now, the states, I think it's something like, I think it's 12 countries. 12 countries in Europe has banned this, and some, well, actually 12 states have banned it, and I think they said in some like 20 countries or 22 countries have actually banned this substance. And we better get a grip on this thing, because people are starting to smoke it, and people are starting to try to justify smoking it. And that's something that you shouldn't be doing, because I don't really know the purpose of it. Yes, it's not illegal in certain states, of course. Certain states have banned it. And it's, right now in Florida, it's not illegal. So I guess a person is justified in smoking something that's not illegal. I'm just not going to smoke anything that says not for human consumption. So, but it apparently it's causing a problem, because it's very, like I said, it's very potent, as they say. And too many kids are now getting a hold to it, and they don't even need a license to buy it. Like with cigarettes, you have to be a certain age. There's not even a license on this thing. They say some kids as young as 13 were smoking it. So, I mean, where do we go from there? I mean, what's next that we're going to smoke? I mean, I don't really know, and I don't want to call people, how should I put this? I don't want to accuse them of being not intelligent. Let's put it that way. But if I'm looking at something that tells me it's not for human consumption, I don't know what else I need to be told in order not to put it in my mouth. I'm not going to go down to the store and buy bleach and drink it. I'm not going to inhale it. I'm not going to do anything with it, because it's not for human consumption. Now, yeah, somebody say, "Oh, you're being ridiculous." Of course, nobody's going to drink the bleach unless they're trying to do something to themselves. Of course, they're not. But some people think this stuff is harmless. I don't think it's harmless. I don't know. I haven't seen any research on it. I just know that it's not for human consumption. I don't even keep on saying it, because I think more. I was asked earlier, what if the other bottles don't say that? Well, maybe they don't. All the ones I've seen do. Just the thought that it's an incense had told me something. Before I even saw the rest of the writing, I saw that the first thing I saw was that it was an incense. And I said, well, who was smoking incense? And then that's when I saw the bottom line. And then I said, well, I'm not going to smoke it for 2 reasons. Well, actually 3 reasons. I'm not really a smoker. So, yeah, I've tried some of those hookah pipes, those water pipes. So that's why I say I'm being a hypocrite. Believe me, to me, that's not hypocritical because I'm not a smoker. And the hookah pipes, you just simply blow it back out of your mouth. It's a conversational piece. It's not for someone that someone that tell you if they actually smoke, hookah pipe is not going to change their desire to smoke cigarettes. I can assure you that. It's not something I think you get addicted to because it's like air. The only thing is nothing there. It just has a flavor to it. If you buy strawberry, bananas, whatever, it has a flavor to it. But I think this stuff is dangerous, and I think that the numbers that's to the poison control, and 10 months into the year's already at 1,500, and still moving forward, should tell a lot of people out there to take a second look at this stuff, and not go out there and continue to smoke some stuff that has no. I saw the container. It doesn't even have a label on it. It has a label on it. But the label just tells you the name of it. And then it gives you that little thing about human consumption. But it doesn't have anything else written on it. It don't have any ingredients written on it. It doesn't tell you where it came from. It has no trademark issues on it. It don't have anything on it at all. So I think that you shouldn't be using it. But, what am I? I mean, who am I? Maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about in general. But let me take a look at something here. Well, y'all see me. You don't see what I'm looking at, but because I'm looking at the container, I don't want to hold it up. But I don't see anything on here that gonna make a difference, in my opinion, about it anyway. So, to not look down while I'm talking on the air, of course, and stop doing that. It's one of the rare occasions I would do that. But I wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about since I had one of the containers right here on my desk to make sure there was nothing on there that I had missed, and it wasn't. I don't know what you people think about it, but I can say one thing for sure, that smoking in general is a bad idea. Even though I know the earlier segment we talked about me don't want people to be banned from smoking in open areas, and I'm still with that. Even though I may not agree with smoking, I think smoking is bad for you. I know a lot of people try to tell me that they're gonna die from something, which is kind of ridiculous because we all gonna die from something. So, and actually we all are another day older every day, and we're deep in death anyway. So we can look at this in a lot of different twisted ways, or we can use common sense and say inhaling tobacco that may be laced with all kinds of chemicals going into our bodies and creating black lungs and messing with our ability to breathe, and one day maybe being on a breathing apparatus, or God forgive, got one of them holes in your throat, and then you can't talk without that mellow thing stuck in your neck like that. You know what I'm talking about? Because I know people that's in that condition. I'm not laughing about it because it's not a funny thing. I may smile now and then, but it's not because of that. I actually smile because of the sound I made when I put my hand up to my throat. But I don't know what you think, but I know one thing: it's dangerous. In my opinion, and everything I read about it is dangerous. And I think people should stop using it immediately before someone. I haven't read where anybody's died, but I have read where somebody's gone to the hospital. So I know right now the hospitals in Hernando, Pinellas, Pasco, Hillsborough, all those counties, Citrus County, they've all had problems. So I mean, we got a lot of counties in this area. I think it's 67 or 69 counties, but those are just a few that the problem is getting a little bit out of control. And the kids think it's fun because kids always think that they're invincible, that nothing can happen to them. They don't think nothing's gonna happen. They figure they can do anything, and they think they got 100 lives or something. But us adults should know better. We should know better than to be taking it. But then I have to ask myself, and I don't want to, play judge and jury on somebody's life, but I do believe that we need to take a second look, honestly, take a second look at this stuff before it's too late, before something actually happens and it's too late, before someone says, only if I would have known, they didn't tell me, there's no warning label, how would I have known? Maybe the packages in the store have something written on it, but I know the one the container that I've seen has nothing written on it as far as any information other than the name of it. Other than that, there's nothing there. So that would concern me if I'm in that situation. I'll be a little concerned about that too if it was me. But again, it's to each his own. So you tell me what you think. That's what I think. I think that it's a bad idea. If you're not smoking it, don't try it. And if you do, you probably need to stop. And if you don't want to stop, please research it. Go out there to the internet, look this stuff up, try to find some type of information on it to make sure that we know what we're doing. So that's my opinion. You know I'm gonna be full of opinions all the time. So you can always email me at liveroosevelt@gmail.com, and Tell me what you think about those opinions that I have, and check out segments of the show. YouTube.com/Roosevelt, YouTube.com/Roosevelt Live, or we're always streaming live this year, so you can go to tbcn.org and click on the Watch Us buttons and follow the instructions. That's my opinion. I'm looking forward to hearing yours.